this weekend we're at Mac Park for another tuition and training weekend. So I've got my mate Josh here from Perth. He's helping me out on the spanners. So we're going to go through the bike setup today with suspension, hopefully progress on times. And then tomorrow I've got Levi Day, coaching day. So hopefully be able to learn a bit more about the bike and progress on times. So I hope you enjoy the show, guys. Woo!
The track day was busy. Every session had big numbers of bikes in it. I had my MT-07 and TZ250. I was on the MT-07 first. The last time I'd rode it was a race event at Malala. I still had suspension settings to work on and ride height adjustment. I had Josh ride the bike also. It was good having two of us working on the suspension together. We were able to get it sorted pretty quickly between the two of us. Making small changes to the compression and rebound, making sure we write down in a notebook every change we do. I was happy with the changes we had done. It was time to go out and try push for some wins. Bike was feeling good. Now it's time to get some coaching by Levi Day. Levi runs the on-track rider training program. Him and his team do one-on-one coaching with all levels of riders. It's great to have someone of his skill level follow you around, show you what you're doing wrong, and help you with your riding. I did some laps in front of Levi first so he could see what I was doing around the track, and then he went in front of me and I followed him for some laps.
Like you're having to then delay tipping in because you're then trying to move your bum at the last minute.
Coming in after the coaching, Levi had some great tips and pointers I needed to work on.
What I would try and do in that sort of corner, Andy, is use the rear brake as you hit the front brake as well. You'll stop all the weight from pushing forward like that. So it'll help keep the bike a little bit more loaded on the rear. So the same as like the old turn one, I do it there as well. So
Levi has ridden and raced a lot of bikes around the world. He's very good at setting bikes up. I was keen for him to jump on the MT-07 and TZ and take it from spin and see what he thinks.
I'll have a ride on it later and just see how it feels through there.
So whenever you finish up, just come over.
Yeah.
And I'm really keen to. Yeah. That was wicked, man.
Nice one.
Cheers, Levi. Woo!
Levi had finished his day of coaching and he jumped on the MT-07 first. Some laps on the MT-07. I was keen for him to jump on the TZ250. I headed out first just to warm it up, make sure everything was running sweet, and then he jumped on it. Levi came back in with a big smile on his face. He said he loves riding two-stroke GP bikes. He gave me some tips, said maybe look at gearing changing for the next time I race at Mac Park on the TZ250. I was happy with how they ran all weekend. Now it's time to prep the bike ready for Eastern Creek for the Festival of Speed. After the state titles over New Year's, I pulled the TZ350 down. I completely stripped the frame and engine. I got the frame repainted. I pulled the engine down completely, split the cases, looked at the crank, make sure the crank was fine, checked the gearbox, and then put the whole engine back together with Dad. So Dad came around and we spent the afternoon assembling the bike together. Re-greased all the bearings in the headstock, all the main bolts going through the engine and suspension. We put the front end in first. Torqued everything up to tension. Next it was a swing arm to go in. Torqued everything up to tension. It was back to a rolling chassis. Time for the engine to go back in the bike. Putting the coils and electronics back in, just scratching off the paint, making sure it's going to get a good earth. Fitting up the clutch cable to the actuator arm. Getting the rear shock fitted back in the chassis. mounting the throttle body, and then putting the slides back into carbies and fitting them up to the manifolds. Making sure the throttle cables are balanced correctly so the slides go up and down evenly. Rear sets and rear brake caliper are next. Fitting the radiator up. Getting the exhaust pipes back on. It was all going back together nicely. Looking forward to getting another run on it at the Festival of Speed in a couple of weeks' time. We've been wanting to put an arena at home for a long time now. Finally we got the opportunity to get one put in. got some new poles and jump wings for Taylor, sticking them up, make them nice and bright. Stoked with how it came up. Taylor can work her horses now straight from home. So happy.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hit the like button and subscribe. Next up, we head up to Sydney for the Festival of Speed. So still prepping the 350 and 250, just making sure they're ready to go for the race event. So I'll keep you posted when that comes on, and I'll definitely be capturing that race weekend on camera. So stay tuned for that one, guys. Cheers.